By a still pond is a tree full of luscious green leaves. Opposite is a dome-shaped house, draped in colourful festival decorations.
Sitting on a stump was a sad-looking Crumble, covering her face with her tiny hands. She had just lost her voice, and without it, she had no hope of performing at tomorrow's festival.
Don't worry, I'll find your lost voice for you.
A small pink wispy creature emerges from a hollow in the tree and begins to glance side to side.
That must be the singer's lost voice. Come here, you!
The lost voice slides down the hollow and pops out the side, making a dash into the decorator's house.
Darn, she got away.
The decorations have been the pride of the Crumbles Festival ever since it first started.
The oval-shaped room is full of many kinds of colourful decorations, from fairy lights, bunting and paper lanterns.
With all the decorations now up, that just left the festival's main surprise. A giant piñata.
Suspended from the ceiling from a thin rope is a pink paper-frilled horse, with big eyes and a blue mane and tail.
Oh, I love piñatas.
So do the Crumbles. But a piñata without any sweets to put inside isn't fun for anyone.
A red paper party bag suspiciously shuffles on a high shelf.
Something seems to be moving in that bag. It's the singer's lost voice.
The small pink creature scurries out the door.
And she has got away again. This box is covered in dust. I wonder why. Chocolate brown balloons.
Annie opens the box and picks out a deflated balloon.
These should come with a do not eat label.
The decorator is kneeling on the ground searching through a pile of boxes. He wears a pink bow on his head, glasses, and a measuring tape around his shoulders.
No matter where he looked, the Crumble could not find the jar of sweeties. Which was a shame. His son loved those chocolate sweets.
These balloons must look gigantic to the Crumbles once blown up. Ooh, shiny. This must be the foil they used to wrap up their sweeties. Oh, I love piñatas.
So do the Crumbles. But a piñata without any sweets to put inside isn't fun for anyone.
letters for the decorator today. Oh, but there's a stamp in here. Remember the size of the fish you and Grandma caught last year? It was huge.
Standing beside Clara and Grandpa is an older woman with light grey hair and delicate features. She wears glasses attached to a small chain around her neck.
Oh, yes, and then it slipped from my hands and I fell into the river.
That was funny.
Yes, your grandma thought so too.
The small pink creature is standing on the open path. She sees Annie and hurriedly tries to hide once again.
Oh dear. The singer's lost voice has got herself stuck in the rabbit hole.
She flails her legs in a struggle to break free, but soon gives a defeated sigh.
I'll help you out, as long as you promise not to run away anymore. Okay? On 1, 2, 3. That's better. Now why do you keep running away?
The lost voice believed the Crumbles would only laugh at her singing, so she decided to run off.
Was she a bad singer, Grandpa?
Oh no, she was one of the best, and everyone in the village thought so too.
I've heard nothing but great things about you. The conductor says you are the star of his ensemble, and no festival would be complete without you. Let's get you back to your owner. Hey, I've got a balloon for you. I guess he prefers sweeties. Hey, I found your lost voice. Now, let's get you back to your friends.
The scene transitions to the town square. On the bandstand, the singer has rejoined her fellow musicians. They all wait in anticipation for her to sing.
At first, the Crumble was afraid of sounding different. but she soon got over that.
Bobbing to the rhythm, the musicians happily play along with the conductor's swinging baton. Lost in the moment, the singer is giving her best performance, while Annie dances to their beat. The musicians excitedly huddle around the bashful singer to tell her how great she was.
From that day forward, the Crumble learned not to worry about the things out of her control. Whether that was her voice running away, or what other Crumbles thought of her.
You have such a beautiful voice. That's much better, isn't it, Mr. Bulb?
The young adventurer has now ticked off every item requested by Mr. Bulb. That sounds
Jam sandwich. Chocolate.
odd.
I have... Remember that it...
Then yes.
Wow! The balloon now looks like a giant sweetie. I hope the crumbles didn't need any more of that foil. Wow! This is one giant chocolate sweetie. I'll just leave it on this picnic table and be on my way.
Annie walks away from the table and watches the scene unfold out of view. The child emerges from the bushes.
The young Crumble had never seen a chocolate sweetie so big. He dropped the jar he had stolen and stared in amazement at his new find.
Gotcha.
Annie quietly picks up the jar of sweeties.
I better get out of here before he realizes.
To the decorator's amazement, you had found his jar of sweeties.
With the jar of sweeties, he climbs the stool beside the piñata.
Now he could start to fill the piñata, and just in time for the village festival. With all the preparations now in place, the adventurer went back to tell the king the good news. When she arrived, the king was shivering behind his heavy bedclothes, all the color in his face gone.
Opposite to a large bed with royal red bed sheets stands Annie the adventurer. She is concerned for the king.
You have no need to worry. Everything is ready for tomorrow's festival.
But even with these words, the king continued to stare at the ceiling, his mind elsewhere.
Annie stops to think as Clara ponders her grandfather's message.
It's your own judgment that makes you feel this way. Don't be a barrier to yourself.
Very good, Clara. The king took a deep breath in and thought over what the young adventurer had said. It was, indeed, his own judgment that made him feel this way. And it was in his power to change it. He sprang up out of bed, cheeks as rosy as ever.
Both with large smiles, the king holds Annie's hand lovingly.
He thanked the girl for all she had done, for him and his people. For too long had they let themselves worry.
Beside Mr. Bulbin's pot, the cook serves a hungry king a bowl of delicious soup. The cartoonishly balloon decorator's son, floating in the air, is pulled along by his joyful father. He looks on at the young Crumbles enjoying the piñata. The band plays a joyful song as Annie dances with the Crumble.
The next day was filled with celebration, the best the king and his people had experienced. All thanks to our young adventurer.
Well, Grandpa, that was really nice of her.
The scene returns to the present day. Clara and her grandfather are sitting by the fire.
It sure was. You see, my dear, you have no need to worry.
Clara looks at her grandfather, listening intently.
Don't let the things in life you cannot control worry you.
I promise. I'll do it for the Crumbles.
Clara raises a fist into the air, while the other rests on her hip. Her grandfather watches as he holds his chest in laughter.
That's my girl.
An embroidered patch shaped like a sweetie appears. It shows the Crumbles happy at the village festival.